the Fleet Mag Artist Spotlight with your host, DJ Swag 100. Today's special guest, recording artist, Casablanca the Gawd.
I'm DJ Swag 100, part of the Fleet Mag. Welcome to the Fleet Mag Artist Spotlight. Appreciate you for joining us. We got one of the hardest independent truth teller, raw to the oils, honorary guest today. We got my brother Casablanca the Gawd.
Salute. Peace.
Yeah, man. I see you've been working. You've been working real hard, man.
Yeah.
For everybody that may not know about your journey and the fact that I don't want to say reincarnated, but you reinvented the will for yourself, to start the traction back all over again. So, formally introduce yourself and your proper perspective, to everybody in the Fleet world.
Shit, I'm Casablanca the God, man. Heavy on that God shit. You know what I mean? I've been in the game for a minute. I just kind of like you said, reinvented the wheel, but just reappeared. Basically what happened is the guy who I was doing my music with, we kind of separated. He moved out of state, so it kind of put me stagnant for a minute. I went away, you know what I mean, and I'm back now with some other type shit.
Yeah, I see, from tracks like Cargo, Slick Rick Change, you giving it up, man. And one thing I want to say that all your visuals, they match the energy. A lot of people can't get visuals to match the lyrics or they brand or the sound that they going for. And I want to say that, everything look fully packaged, How did you come up how did you get to the point you're able to put a full package together like that, even with the visuals?
Shit, I got a hell of a team. I want to salute them, Compass 120. Shout out Doc Meyer and Rodney Corsi, MJ as well. Yeah, man, I gotta, salute to the team. I gotta definitely put that in their hands. I'm just entrusted that they can accomplish the vision, and they have been able to do that. So we working, man. We one unit. You feel me?
Definitely. That's peace. So, how did you wind up teaming up with, female lyricists or just lyricists in tech with somebody like Shy North?
Well, they knew her been on the radar for a minute. You know what I mean? She been snapping necks in the game for a minute. So of course I knew who she was. And we had a song that we thought that, she fit that other verse on there, so to speak, readings on the wall. And I talked to some people, and Doc reached out, and she was on board. So yeah, we got that thing done. And we brought y'all readings on the wall, produced by Vito.
What was some of the hardest portion of the process of getting back on track?
I mean, game can be sold but not told, but that's how I feel funny about interviews, because we don't want to get too much away. But no, passion, man. There's a passion that burns inside of an artist, and we ain't talking about a rapper. It's different from that. The energy within me is of an artist perspective, and we make music to try to, fans will appreciate. So it's a different process when it comes down to that. Yeah, man, I just think it was long overdue, and we had to break ground. So yeah, me and Doc Hook backed up, and we got this energy moving, and we brought you these projects that we have out now, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, stay ground. The passion burned like fire in me, man. You know what I mean? It's the passion. I'm here for a minute.
What are some foreseen goals for you, with some of these projects and singles that you're putting out?
Oh man, to let the world know who I am. Who was Casablanca the God? we got job to do. We got work to do. When I say work, I mean, letting the world know who we are. Like I said, I know who I am, but I want that guy in Vietnam to know who I am too. So yeah, we got work to do, and we're trying to let the world know who we are. You know?
Okay, definitely. Um, if you can put a description on your title, reading on the walls, what would it be for the viewers that you want them to take in and consume it as just off the title?
Bringing you into the lifestyle that 90% of the listeners live. My music is um to knowledge the people. I mean, a lot of the music we made is to enlighten people to different perspectives of life. And readings on the wall is just one of those, we taking you inside the hood, let you know the come up of an artist, the plight of a young black male, a young black female, in Shay Noir's case. So we wanted to paint that picture in that manner.
Okay. Now, studio wise and production wise, not for you to give the game away, but are you just locked in with those two producers, Doc Martin and Von D, or are you open to work with other
Oh
producers?
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, for sure. I gotta uh we got an email. We suggest all producers that got beat packs and such to tap in Casablanca of the God.com. They can go there and send beat packs, and if we find something interested, if it's a marriage, it's a marriage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I encourage anybody, if you're out there, you listen to this, man, you got beats, you think you got some stuff we like, man, tap in, hit that email up, go to CasablancaTheGod.com, and then we have a link there where you can send beats to. So yeah, we I got a couple producers I work with. It's not a one-way street when it comes down to that, because we bringing music to the people and we want everybody to enjoy this thing we have. So yeah, I got we got different producers on the music we have for sure.
definitely. Now, are there any active shows or tours that might be coming up for us to expect or already going on for us to tap into?
No show yet. We are open that I'm willing to negotiate a show right now. We're in the manifest stage right now, so we're trying to bring this pure music. As I saw, I'm trying to purify this music. You know what I mean, so to speak. So we're in that stage right now. I'm just trying to let the people know who we are. We got videos that and projects that's coming out too. Got a joint that I got a project we wrapping up. We're gonna hit you in July. Some other stuff. I hooked up with the producer Katola. Shout out to Katola, Montreal. You know what I mean? My man Katola. Yeah, we got a project called Sip Tea in the Trap. So look forward to that joint in July. It's just crazy. And we got something we following up with in October. It's gonna be crazy. Got a couple videos coming out too. 4th of July, we dropping the first single off of the Canadian project with my man Katola, which is gonna be crazy. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Definitely, we're gonna get into the music, but we definitely the Fleet Mag, our brother company, the Fleet DJs, man, they had their 14th annual music conference coming up in Atlanta, July 17th through the 21st. That's where a lot of the room shakers is at, as far as the back end, as far as the program directors, the mix show DJs, the website developers, magazine companies. This is where everybody come to network and share business information for the music industry outside of the famous artists and models and just different entertainment, people alike. So we'll definitely give you some of that information, after this interview. That's definitely something you might be interested in doing in July.
No doubt.
But other than that, man, introduce reading on the walls, and let everybody know you rocking with the Fleet Mag, and we're gonna give this a listen.
Shout out Fleet Man for the interview, man. Salute. We need more people doing the job you do, man, bringing that underground artist to the forefront. So salute you. This joint right here is Readings on the Wall, man, with Shay featuring Shay Noir, produced by Vidon. Yeah, painting that picture of this real music shit. We purifying that shit. Play that joint.
On the sidewalks, the churches tell them pray for my life. In the hood, died and try to wait for the light. I have faith, but it's light, cause I ain't paid for the fight. It's a process. Smoke weed, think elevate for the night. They try and play us, but we seen them graduate for the flight. They think they living though, with cameras, elevators, and dice. Cause ain't no favors in life. You think they save you, they might. To die, reincarnate, still lay with the mice.
Can't get fame, the lame. That's a clutch for this game. Gotta see storms before the sun. I fell in love with the rain. My brother died but found peace, but I was stuck with the pain. I got a pulse of PTSD, he would numb it with cane. I was poor and wore my heart on my sleeves with bare shoulders. And starting businesses and assigning the shareholders, yeah. The best advice from my lawyer gave me a precious jewel. Make sure your investments is recession proof. Cherish the good times, but the bad make us who we are. All the flaws make you perfect, cause it's truth and scars. I made a difference from my family, my influence far. Turning poor hood into movie stars. Yeah, I was agitated and stressed. A hustler that was captivated by checks. Yeah, less talking and more action, cause your leadership is determined by your reaction.
On the sidewalks, the churches tell them pray for my life. In the hood, died and try to wait for the light. I have faith, but it's light, cause I ain't paid for the fight. It's a process. Smoke weed, think elevate for the night. They try and play us, but we seen them graduate for the flight. They think they living though, with cameras, elevators, and dice. Cause ain't no favors in life. You think they save you, they might. To die, reincarnate, still lay with the mice. Call me God, that ain't no white man, ain't no crucifix. I'm pray you for. Step and spray, they call, they shoot, they don't like the way they talk. Conversators off, the truth is bitch, take 98 to fall. Slightly weight is off like 2%, we celebrated God. Sent the babies off to root the shit, I stand on roof and spit. Took a picture though to proof the hit, we find out who's severe. Open up my cell, I boost the shit, Masonic use defense. Who is this and why them dudes is there? I load them on the ground before I send them over there. But my emotion is gone, it ain't no sentimental here. I stuck the flag 6 feet in dirt with no intent to interfere. I miss my son, he doing 10, I feel like tension in the air. Came to say they peace, but when I reach, they never there. That's why my raps on top of building, and the difference, 11 stairs. Every night I pray with tear, I hope he hear whoever there. He can see me for my fault, cause when I reach, Beretta there. Made it easy to be king, cause at my crib, Coretta there. The trap spot, we coming there, but stressed out, where? Painting pictures from the projects, I was honest, I was there. Told the story about my brother, to be honest, my career. On the sidewalks, the churches tell them pray for my life. In the hood, died and try to wait for the light. I have faith, but it's light, cause I ain't paid for the fight. It's a process. Smoke weed, think elevate for the night. They try and play us, but we seen them graduate for the flight. They think they living though, with cameras, elevators, and dice. Cause ain't no favors in life. You think they save you, they might. To die, reincarnate, still lay with the mice.
All right, readings on the wall.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like that. You know, that's a good, especially for the time frame that we in right now. Outside of just the lyricism, the production, you know, with the lyricism, you know, the vibe, the season that we in. You know, you could close your eyes and respect it even more. You know what I'm saying? So this the right time for that type of release. For me, you know, I'm a multimedia communication specialist, and I do a lot of rollout plans outside of journalism and things of that nature. So I will tell you, from a creative standpoint, I feel like that's a good feel, because when you close your eyes and it's nice weather, the birds chirping, you know, you can respect the music even more. You know,
Yeah,
so
salute, man.
that was
Appreciate
great.
you, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I
Yeah.
respect that. So, my question: how important is lyricism to
I'm a
you in your music?
lyrics is very important. You got to make sure that people hear the message. You just described what exactly my message and what I'm trying to accomplish. When you close your eyes and listen to these songs, I want you to be able to visualize what I am telling you. My stories are not stories. This is real life shit. My son really doing 10 years behind bars. These stories is real. This is real spill. I'm giving you my life. And, you know, I just hope that people can identify with what I'm trying to tell you. And hopefully them cats that need to learn from it will learn from it, man. Casablanca the Gawd, we coming, man, for sure. Readings on the wall. Peace to Shay Noir, too.
You know, with today's hip hop landscape, how do you feel the original format that you're paying homage to, which we could tell in the music? How do you feel as though the evolution of that original format is going in today's hip hop landscape?
I felt that where, reason why, I got songs like such as Slick Rick Chains like that. I felt that we abandoned the art that got us here. I felt like the people who created the music and, got it to a point where we're able to stretch it the way that they're being able to stretch it now, and all the genres that was created off of hip hop, man. I feel like that should be appreciated. I felt like that art was lost. So, I wanted to take it upon myself and drag that art that was there forward to where we're at now, recreate it, reinvent the wheel on what hip hop should sound like and bring it to the people this way. Yes, that's what we doing.
Now, with your extent of what I would say experience in the game, because you've been doing this for a while, do you have any memorable moments on maybe doing collaborations, whether it's with artists, producers, a show? Can you tap us into some of your moments per se?
Man, I can't really say it's one moment, but I would like to appreciate the time I spent working with DJ Shay in the early phases of my career. He passed away, so I want to say rest in peace to Shay. Shout out to DJ Shay. If you're asking me about a moment, that would definitely be it. One of the greatest music guys that we were unfortunate that we lost. So I want to appreciate the time that um, I worked with DJ Shay. That was a special moment for me. Rest in peace, Shay.
Okay, definitely. That's awesome. Now, if you can, it's I would say, and this is just for media wise, the boom bap style of lyricism is coming back. True lyricism is coming back, and we starting to see a lot of younger guys embrace it and actually starting to make a lot of noise and giving it a new facelift, like Coast Contra and other guys of that nature. Um, what advice do you have for them being a new voice of an original artifact?
Salute them for being risque, because usually the music that the underground artist or the original boom bat doesn't translate in the sales. So I want to salute them for even sticking their neck out and trying to support a lost art, um, which is the origins of where hip hop was created, man, from the original creators of this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, salute to them. I'll just tell them to keep going and thank you um, for using their voice, the young voice, to be able to, try and pull some of the older cats that should deserve the recognition for creating a thing. So salute them, keep going, thank you, and yeah, yeah.
Definitely. Now, outside of any popular MCs, Peace to the God, Rakim Law, and people of those that you may have mentioned in other interviews that you may have looked up to, as far as different things in your career, just on Buffalo alone, are there any MCs that you may have been like, what, that's who I saw and it kind of got me going? You got any MCs like that?
Nah, son, nah, man. Our bar over here is where our bar is, but I will salute the artists that I'm gonna salute Griselda. I mean, I'd be an idiot to say that Griselda didn't kick the door open for the eyes to be on my hometown. To be, they brought that boom back sound back. I don't give a damn who's doing it now. I know who was doing it to bring it back. But yeah, I fucks with some of the local artists, that's doing some
No, I'm
some.
saying when you was coming up in the Buffalo area, when you were younger, was there any MCs that you may have been from the Buffalo area that you may have seen like, yo,
Oh
they
yeah,
doing their thing?
Brotherhood Nation. I'll say that again. I think I mentioned it before. Brotherhood Nation was one of those groups. Joe Public was another group, but they were kind of on the R&B kind of status. So Joe Public made me know, what's possible to happen. Um, yeah, even the early success of people who came before me, Rick James was inspirational. That was a name, man. You couldn't go in any bar without them mentioning Rick James. I think my mom's mother worked for his mama. Yeah, man, Rick James. You know what I'm saying? So we had a handful of artists to be proud of, to look forward to, that made you was inspiring. You know what I mean? So that's what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. It comes from my brother Khalil Dunston. Shout out K, you the God, man. You the real God. From Brotherhood Nation, that kind of, you know, showed me how this thing can come together beautifully, because they was like one of the first acts to be signed to hip hop locally. So they were actually signed. Joe Public was actually signed. They actually were on the radio. They were on BET. So yeah, those groups inspired me, man, for sure.
Are you looking to go more fully independent? Or are you looking, maybe to get in bed with, maybe a major corporation later on down the line, or that's just up for grabs? You letting it happen how it
Yeah,
happens?
independent, man. We back in the, man, we good. Man, we good from where we at, far as that level go. Far as distribution, there could be some things that's gonna, could be talked about, because that's a normal thing. But far as what we doing over here, we good with independent, unless we talking something crazy. But yeah, man, I respect the bag we got. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We coming with a bag too. So and that's why I'm fortunate to have my brother Doc Martin. You know what I'm saying? Because we matching what they doing anyway. So we independent. Compass 120. That's what we doing, man.
Yeah, man. Once again, I like the music, the project, documentals. That was definitely dope. Reasons, coming straight out the bat, just letting them know, God. So I salute you. Keep
Appreciate
doing
you,
what you
Lord.
do. You
Yeah,
know, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more about you, and tapping into you on the back end, and maybe can help facilitate some other PR stuff, talking to your team and things of that
yeah.
nature. You know what I'm saying? So
Sound like a
I
plan.
definitely appreciate you. If you can, let everybody know where they can follow you at and things of that nature.
That's for sure. You can find me everywhere, man. Google me, Casablanca the God. But yeah, CasablancaTheGod.com. Sign up for that. We'll send you all the special releases. You'll know about the upcoming shows and everything that we have going on. So go to CasablancaTheGod.com. Sign up to the mailing list so we can send you the exclusive things, the t-shirts, the releases before anybody else got them. You got to get tapped in. So tap into me, man. CasablancaTheGod.com. I'm Casablanca the God on Instagram, Casablanca the God on Facebook. Yeah, Google me, Casablanca the God. We on all streaming platforms. We got Shay Noir single right now that's out. Readings on the Wall. We coming, man. Look forward to Sip Tea in the Trap. That's dropping in a couple months too, man. Featuring Katola. Shout out Katola. Shout out my team, Compass 120, Casablanca the God. Yeah. We coming, man.
No, we definitely appreciate you for rocking out with the Fleet Mag. Make sure y'all tap in for this interview live on the fleetmag.com. Y'all rocking with y'all boy DJ Swag 100 of the Worldwide Fleet DJs, the Fleet Mag. So definitely, man, we appreciate you, for sharing your story, sharing your talent with us. And once again, man, the music is definitely dope. I definitely appreciate the fact that you are still pushing the foundation, and
Oh,
outside of that, it's relatable. People, a lot of people are not making relatable music, and
right.
one thing about being an artist that can relate to the masses, you always going to win. You know what I'm saying? The streets and the people always succeed. Once you got the people, you always going to win. And I feel like your music is for the people. you know. As long as they, like you said, we could close our eyes and listen to it and feel it, not just the lyrics but also the music, you know, as well. So as long as you keep making that music, that type of music, man, it's unlimited, you know. So definitely appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Peace, King. Salute, Lord. Thanks for having me.
Definitely peace, God.